We gaze up at the stars with wonder. We map the skies, study exoplanets, and celebrate space exploration. But what if, in all our curiosity, we're missing something? What if, hidden among the millions of rocks hurtling through the void, there's one heading straight for us? No one sees it yet. No alerts, no sirens, just silence. Until it's too late. Welcome back to Infinity Beyond, and in this chilling episode, we ask the question no one wants to hear out loud. What if a planet-killer asteroid is already on its way, and we don't know it yet? Let's begin with a sobering truth. We don't see everything. As advanced as our telescopes are, as fast as our computers have become, there are still blind spots, huge areas of the sky we simply can't observe effectively, especially during daylight hours or from certain latitudes. Asteroids that approach from the direction of the sun are particularly dangerous. They remain invisible until they're far too close. In 2013, the Chelyabinsk meteor exploded over Russia with the force of 500,000 tons of TNT. It was never detected before impact. Why? Because it approached from the sunward side, completely hidden by solar glare. Now imagine something 10 times larger, approaching from the same blind spot. You wouldn't see it. You wouldn't know. This is not just a thought experiment. It's a real threat. In 2022, a newly discovered asteroid, 2022 EB5, was detected just 2 hours before impact. Fortunately, it was small and exploded harmlessly over the Arctic Ocean. But the clock was real. 2 hours. Now imagine that timer reading 2 days. Or 2 weeks. How would the world respond? Would governments prepare? Would people panic? Would we even believe the news in time? NASA, ESA, and space agencies around the globe are working tirelessly to detect these objects. Missions like NEO Surveyor and telescopes like the upcoming Vera Rubin Observatory will vastly improve our sky coverage. But even with all these advances, our detection rate is far from perfect. Out of the estimated 25,000 near-Earth asteroids larger than 140 meters, we've only found just over 10,000. That leaves more than half unaccounted for. And we're not even talking about the smaller ones yet, like the 50-meter-wide object that hit Tunguska, Siberia in 1908, leveling 2,000 square kilometers of forest. That one came out of nowhere too. So, let's play out the scenario. Imagine astronomers detect a large asteroid, say 400 meters wide, on a confirmed collision course with Earth. Impact in 30 days. What happens next? Step 1. Verification. Dozens of observatories worldwide would rush to confirm the data. Once confirmed, the information would be passed to planetary defense agencies, and then to world leaders. Step 2. Global coordination. The United Nations, NASA, ESA, and national governments would likely convene emergency sessions. The media would pick it up. Social networks would go into overdrive. Misinformation would spread as fast as panic. Step 3. Impact prediction. Scientists would determine where it will strike, when, and what the blast radius would be. If it's over the ocean, expect tsunamis. Over city-leveling destruction. Atmospheric entry would cause fireballs, shockwaves, even nuclear winter if the asteroid is large enough. Now here's the twist. We might not be able to stop it. Unless we had years of warning and a spacecraft ready to launch immediately, there's not much we could do to deflect it in just 30 days. So the response becomes about mitigation, evacuations, impact zone preparation, civil defense drills. But let's be honest, no country is ready for a truly global asteroid event. But here's where hope returns. The more we invest now in early detection, the better chance we have to prevent panic and save lives. Tools like DART-style missions, kinetic impactors, nuclear deflection experiments, and automated space telescopes that scan the sky every night. These are the foundations of a future where no impact ever catches us off guard again. And perhaps, one day, our descendants will look back and say, they were the generation that learned how to protect the Earth from space. There's also another possibility, one far less terrifying, but just as humbling. What if the asteroid is real, but it misses? Not by much, maybe by 10,000 kilometers, just enough to light up the sky and remind us how fragile we truly are. We breathe a sigh of relief. The news calms. Life returns to normal. Until next time. Because space doesn't care about our calendars or our comfort. It just keeps moving. And so do the rocks. So what can you do? You can stay informed. You can support science. You can help share the message that planetary defense is not science fiction. It's a real responsibility. And you can look up, not with fear, but with curiosity and awe. Because, as dangerous as the cosmos can be, it's also full of beauty, mystery, and meaning. And we are lucky to be here, to witness it, to study it, and to protect what we've built. In the next episode of Infinity Beyond, we flip the story completely. What if we don't wait for asteroids to come to us? What if we go to them, not just to study or mine them, but to live on them? Asteroids as future homes, research stations, or even interstellar ships. Sounds crazy? Maybe not. Subscribe now and join us on the next leg of our journey, because the future is no longer science fiction. It's just waiting to be written.